Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Sunday Perspective.
I think everybody needs a friend.
My name is Dragonfire, and tonight we got a real special one for you guys. But before we get into that, let me introduce you to my hosts. First, as always, I've got Telly.
Hello, everybody. How's it going?
And I've got Punky, who had to step away, but that is all right. She'll be back soon. But guess what, guys? Tonight, like I said, we got a special one for you.
Hello, I am back.
Oh, yes.
Oh, hello.
Punky is back. Yes. So, yeah, as I was saying, we got a special one for you, and we got with us Vi0lentK1tt3n. Hello.
Hi everyone. Hello. My name is Vi0lentK1tt3n.
So, listen, y'all, this is so wonderful to, have a guest with us
Yeah.
today. Our
Ye-
first official guest, and you absolutely love to see it because, it kind of, let me just kind of put into perspective, right? The Sunday perspective. Just kidding. That we started this podcast up with just me and Telly, and since then, we've gained a new host. We gained a host, and now here we are with our guest. And
Yeah, we took a little hiatus for a little bit, but we're back in action now.
that's
Full
right.
time.
We had a
Indeed.
6 month hiatus, but that's okay.
I'm really, really excited to be on the podcast. I'm super, super pumped.
That's
Yeah,
right.
we're happy to have you here.
That's right.
Yeah, definitely.
I think we're just gonna jump right into it. So first question, and I will start this off. After that, Punky and Telly, you guys can ask your questions too.
Okay.
I think
What-
everybody needs a friend.
What kind of got you into streaming? Tell us, like what you wanted to do with that, and like what were your expectations out of it the first time you really got into it.
Well, as far as streaming goes, I've always kind of been someone who liked entertaining people since I was a kid. Like, everyone thought I was kind of funny, and I'm always really into acting and singing, and so I knew that entertainment was something that I always wanted to get into, but I wasn't quite sure what that meant for me. I considered like a couple different options, but like with having a kid and working, I never really pursued any of those other interests. And then I learned about streaming, and I've liked video games a lot, and so someone was like, hey, you should be a streamer.
Mhm.
And I kind of thought about it, but at first I was like, I'm not sure. I was really nervous at first.
Right.
So, sorry.
Go ahead.
Okay. So I made an account on Twitch, and I didn't do anything with it because I was too nervous. And so then I waited like quite a while, like 6 months. 6 months later, when my friends actually encouraged me, he's actually part of the community concept. His name is Zero Concept Zero. But he really encouraged me. He was like, I really think you'd be good at it. You have to just try. You're never going to know until you try. So I just one day, I was like, okay, I'm going to do it. And I just started streaming. And I never really looked back. And I honestly had no idea what to expect. I had never been on Twitch a day in my life. I'd never watched anyone on Twitch. I knew nothing. I just dove headfirst into it.
Interesting. So before you really got into it as a creator, had you been a long-time viewer, or was this like you dove headfirst into it as a creator? What was your status like in terms of that?
Yeah, I hadn't really watched anyone on Twitch. I'd heard a lot about Twitch. I never really watched anyone, honestly. So like the first day that I streamed was probably like I got on Twitch and I like looked at it a little bit and I tried to figure out what was up for like maybe like the week before, but then I just started streaming. That was my only experience with it.
All right.
That was me. I had never heard about Twitch until I met my boyfriend, and he's like, "Oh, I'm just watching a stream," and I'm like, "What's that?" He's like, "Twitch," and I'm like, "What is that?" So yeah.
Yeah, I'd say I'm kind of the same too. Like I never watched anything about it. Like didn't know too much about it. Like you guys probably heard before. Like one of the reasons I got into it is because of Dragon 2, and like I suggested it one day. I was like, hey, I should do this, and like I didn't know much about it, so I just went into it one day, and then here we are.
Yep. So I'll say that, that I actually have, before I even started streaming, I had a completely different account that I got locked out of. So
What?
yes, I forgot the password and I got myself locked out of the account. So I ended up making the account and becoming who you see today. Actually, real quick pause. Thank you for the host. I don't know who that was, but thank you for the host, because it doesn't show me. And so, after being a viewer for a good time, I was like, okay, I see everybody else doing it, so like, I mean, what could go wrong? Let's try it, right? Like, why not?
Yeah.
Okay. I would like to defer the floor to my other hosts if they would like to ask some questions of our guest.
Okay. Actually, this is one that I came up with today. I just thought of this one. So, as your time on Twitch, what would be your favorite game to stream, or favorite content to stream?
My favorite game that I streamed might have to be Bug Snacks, which is the first game that I ever streamed, and it is so much fun. I loved playing that game on stream.
Huh. Tell us a
yeah.
little bit about like what that game is about.
So Bug Snacks had just come out for the PS5, so it was a really good game for my first game to stream because it was pretty popular on Twitch, as it was, for one, the PS5 had just come out and it was a PS5 game, and also because it was a newer game. So basically, I don't know if you guys have heard about it, but you're basically just catching bugs that are also snacks. Like they have, they have like yeah, it's so cute and it's so fun. It's so lighthearted. Fun. It is, and it was just like, it was a game that I really enjoyed, so it really helped bridge that gap between just like not streaming and then suddenly streaming, and I had pretty good luck with it too. And I'd have to say that my other favorite game to stream is Jackbox. Just because yeah, it's so much fun to interact with the community and with your friends, and it's just like the most funny situations that I'll probably think about for the rest of my life have happened because I was playing Jackbox.
It's like the perfect streamer game, honestly. Jackbox games, it's like,
yeah, definitely,
it's like the epitome of interactive games and interacting with your chat and your community, and it just opens up so many wonderful and funny moments just by that little thing.
Yeah, I agree. I know it wasn't made for streaming, but I mean, I don't think it was, but it really feels like it was. It's perfect.
Right. So as kind of part of Bug Snacks being your first real game, what as in line with that, what was your first stream really like take us through the day of what that day was like and how that happened.
My first ever actual stream is kind of embarrassing. So I wanted to stream from the PC, but I wasn't quite sure if my PC could handle it. So I did try to stream from the PC, and I was playing Magic Arena, and it was just lagging so hard. And I didn't have any viewers. I remember one person came into my chat and was like, "You're lagging really bad." And I was like, "I know, I'm so sorry." And then I ended the stream. That was my first time streaming.
I will extend this question to the to my other hosts as well. What was your first stream like?
Me?
Let's see.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
my first stream was I think Left 4 Dead 2, and I don't know. I don't really remember any issues with my first stream other than maybe a few a few skip frames and stuff like that. But
Mhm.
I I didn't have any problems in chat either, just because at least I had you guys there.
Yeah.
But I guess I could talk about my first uh my first horror movie talk stream in which I basically
Oh, that was a good one.
yes.
yeah, but I look back at it and I'm like, oh, it sounds more like a project for college about horror movies.
Right.
But it was fun though. I mean, that's something I would definitely be interested in doing again when I have time.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, I think mine went pretty well. Like, I think at one point before my first like solo legit stream, I played just a couple of multiplayer games like on stream with Dragon. Like, I don't think I had any. I don't even think I had like chat up or anything like that. Like, I didn't really know what I was doing. I don't think I had anyone there. But then like my first legit stream was like Ghost of Tsushima one night. It went really good. Like, I had Dragon and a older viewer of ours named Flango. They were there like interacting with me the whole time. It went pretty well.
Mhm. Very nice. Guys, just a note that if you want to like ask questions or like follow up questions, still feel free to like just interrupt me, cause I have a list of questions and I'll probably just be going down the list and asking that.
I actually have one random question. Kitten, have you ever played the game Cat Quest?
I have not.
Okay, so it's on PS4, PS5, and me and my boyfriend played Cat Quest 2, and I swear it is the cutest, funnest little game I've ever played, and me and my boyfriend got so into it, we came up with voices for the characters, and you're basically, one of you is a dog, one of you is a cat, and there's like a war between the two, and it's so cute. I so recommend it.
Oh, that sounds perfect. What platform is it on?
I think we played it on the PlayStation, but it's on Steam as well.
Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, what was your favorite? What are some of your favorite stream moments or stories or just wholesome, awesome things that have happened as you have been on this journey of streaming?
I think probably my favorite. There's so many good, wholesome things that have happened. I mean, there've been crazy things that happened. Like I got raided by Ali Eldrazi with like 350 people. That was nuts. I didn't even know how to react. But I think my favorite moment was when I was playing Minecraft and you guys started that hype train. And
Yeah, that was good.
yeah, it wasn't like all the biddies and the gifts, which was amazing and I loved it, but it was just that you guys were all speaking words of encouragement into my life at a time that I felt so low. And it's just like it meant so much to me to have people there that actually like cared about me and were just like saying these things to me and speaking into my soul
Right.
after so long not having that, and just
Right.
realizing that the community is actually like a real tangible thing. People say things like, oh, they're just online friends, but there's no such thing as just an online friend.
That's true.
Like everybody that I've met, it's so crazy because someone can just come into your chat one day, like Dragonfire, who just came into my chat one day, and ever since, like, we've been friends. And you never know when that moment of connection is going to happen on Twitch. And I think that's so amazing, that spontaneous friendship that can just change your life.
Yeah,
definitely.
I feel like, there's this thing of like, oh yeah, there's nothing hard about, sitting in front of a camera and playing a game and talking, like, but like you look at things like this, like the connections you make and the friendships you make, the community that you build, like there's also a part of that, and it's so beautiful. And just the thing that you were saying earlier about that oh god, well, I just want to add that of course we would find you because you are amazing, and you are a really good content creator, and you have what one of the safest communities ever. So like, it's just wonderful that we found you and became friends with you. It's great.
That means so much, because that's what I strive for, because that's basically something that I never had. So that's my thing. I want to create a place that I didn't have and offer that to other people, because when I was going through hard times in my life, that wasn't available to me. So I created it for other people, and then when like they turn around and create the safe space for me as well, and I realized like it's just crazy, because I'm doing it for other people, and then suddenly they're all supporting me back, and it's just so crazy and wonderful, and I could never ask for better friends.
You guys like to add?
I'll say that when I entered this Twitch community, I didn't really know what to expect, just because like I literally only found out that Twitch existed like a couple of years ago. But like through you guys and everything, I've seen that like it's more than just playing games and entertaining people, that it's really just like helping them escape, and also like making them happy and lifting them up, and then supporting each other. And it is like, it's more than I expected, and I love it.
Yeah, it's so different than what I thought it was going to be.
It could definitely be an escape for people too. Like if you ever feeling down, you can always like go on Twitch, and like it's a way of good like escape,
Right.
Yeah.
And guys, I will say this 100 times over. Like that's one of the things that stood out to me about our guest tonight, is the fact that it doesn't matter who you are, what kind of day you're having, or what have you, but like as soon as you go into that stream, it's just such a wonderful experience, and you're just like, it's like you don't have to worry about nothing. Like all your worries, all your stress just goes away in that moment, and that is so important, especially in the past with current events, and in the past few years. Like that's creating that kind of space, that kind of safety and security is just so important.
That's just like so good to hear. And honestly, I feel the same way about your community and your stream. It's just like I'm having a hard day, and I can just forget about it. I'm like, okay, I'm with my friends now. I don't have to worry. I don't have to worry about judgment or stress. It's just, it's like you walk into a room, and suddenly you're just surrounded by warmth. And I think that's so wonderful.
Right.
In a lot of ways, it's similar to like theater and everything, in that you're entertaining people, but there's that sense of community and support, and escape from everything. Like I know when I'm up on stage or in front of a camera, everything else just disappears, and I'm just mindful and in the moment. And I think a lot of that is like Twitch streaming too. Is you're very in the moment. You're not thinking of other things. You're just focused on the game and your chat, and that's awesome.
Right. And like part of that is also just the expectations that the content creator kind of delivers, because like the same space that has like the good vibes and the wholesome vibes, like if you take a wrong turn at the same time, you could find toxicity. So really I feel like that it's also on the creator to be like, okay, this, what do I see my community as? Do I see them as being a safe, comfortable place, or do I see it as a place where everybody just trolls everybody?
Yeah, completely. Like the platform is what you make it.
That's right. It's really in content creation, it's not just Twitch, it's with really everything else, like even in music, even in theater, even really in anything that
Mhm.
you're part of something, a part of a group, or at least, correction, up anywhere where you're like in a leadership role, you have that kind of
Mhm.
influence. Like you have the ability to make those decisions and be like, yeah, this is what I want or do not want out of the thing I'm doing.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, next up.
I
Oh,
oh,
yep.
I'm so sorry.
Go ahead. Go
I
ahead.
was just gonna say I had like this really massive shift in perspective a little while ago, thinking about it, because sometimes it's like you don't feel like you're successful because your numbers aren't maybe what you want them to be.
Hmm.
But then if you think about it, if you have created a space or a presence for one person to talk to who otherwise would have no one to talk to,
Mhm.
that's huge. That's like
Mhm.
monumental, speaking into one person's life that maybe they had a hard day at work and they go home and they're lonely, they have no friends, they have no one to talk to, but they can tune into your channel
Right.
and you're there responding to them, and that gives them hope and gives them friendship and community.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
like huge, a lot bigger. And so I started thinking of my numbers that way, instead of like, oh, nobody's watching me. Like, nobody is a no one. So if you have one viewer, that's not nobody, that is a person.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Mhm.
That's like a person with thoughts and feelings, and they might not be the most active in chat, but something that you say can be, even though they're lurking, something that you say could be like, oh wow, like I feel good here, I want to come back here, like I can see myself hanging out with this person because this person is chill, you know
Mhm.
Yeah.
and kind of bringing this back to you, Kitten. And I'm sure my friends here would agree with me, is I definitely feel this when I'm in your stream, like when we are, even when I'm just chilling and lurking, not really even chatting, like it's just such a fun time to just be hanging out and just even running in the background is just like so cool to just see the game, see you chatting, and just the things you say. It's just so hopeful. And even in a time like this, it's like, especially in a time like this, like when you are able to reach out to people, when it's tough to meet in person, it's just like such a big impact.
Mhm.
Alright. Let's see. So, what advice would you give to up and coming content creators from the stuff that you have learned as you've grown, or stuff that you've tried that hasn't worked, and stuff that you have tried that has worked? Like, what are some advice that you give as a content creator?
I think don't be afraid to change it up or try new things. Sometimes things don't work, but we feel like since like we've started it, we need to finish it, or maybe that's what someone else is doing. So don't be afraid to like switch it up, especially in the beginning. You have this room to explore. Find like what makes you happy, where you start to thrive,
Mm-hmm.
and that's going to take a little bit of experimenting. Like, find that place and then like go with it. If you don't feel comfortable doing something, and I'm not talking about like growing pains, we're always going to feel uncomfortable doing things that are good for us or that are making us grow.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you don't feel like you're staying true to yourself, just try something different. There's
Mhm.
no set way to do anything. And then
Right.
also, a lot of people, I think, kind of mistakes like supporting people. I think that when you're looking for other people on Twitch, you really have to have like the right heart. If you're out there just looking for support, like, okay, how is this going to benefit me?
Right.
Like, people are going to see straight through it, and you're really not going to be happy. But once you like drop that and you start viewing everyone as a person instead of an opportunity,
Right.
you're going to make those connections. And not only are they going to support you and you're going to get that support, but you're going to start growing your community, and it's just going to be beautiful because those connections are really like what's important.
100%. That's why it's like the thing of I'm sure like you've seen like this you know, with this one particular case I've had where it's like encouraging you know, a growing streamer to be like I mean, yeah, it's okay to, you know, kind of talk about your content, but don't do it incessantly, and also, you know, go out into other people's stream and hang out with them, chat with them, get to know them, and kind of use that kind of, you know, build that relationship, and through that you'll get that connections, kind of adding to what you've already said.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if you're just out there like dropping in someone's stream and talking about yourself, you know, they don't know you. Why did they care about your stream? Make
Sure.
them care about you, and then they're going to care about your stream. But like, don't make them, you know what I mean, though.
Right.
Make a relationship with them,
Right.
and it's going to be so mutually beneficial in more ways than you'd ever imagine.
Tally and Punky, would you like to add to that?
I was just gonna say it would be kind of like walking into somebody's jewelry business and being like, "Hey, I make jewelry too. My business card."
Yeah, definitely.
Actually,
Yeah, can I advertise on your window?
actually, while we're on that topic, Punky, you know where I'm going with this. You know exactly where I'm going with this. Punky makes jewelry. And
What?
yeah, and she makes really awesome jewelry.
I
I
did
do my
not
best.
know that.
And Punky, remind me at the end of the interview, I will give you a chance to kind of talk about that a little bit.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, sure. I'd love
Okay.
to.
So, and I'll extend this to everybody because I'm curious. What is the story behind your username, and more specifically for Kitten? What is the role of the Kirby in your channel? Is it like a mascot? How does that kind of play into your channel?
I love that, by the way.
I love little Kirby. As far as my name goes, it doesn't really have a deep meaning. It's actually been my gamer tag for a long time. Anytime I make an account name, I kind of just try to come up with something quirky or different. As far as Violentkitten, I love oxymorons, and I like omnious positivity. So something that is like maybe a little bit dark, but also extremely playful. I really like that. So it's kind of just a play on that. Like when you think of a kitten, like you think, oh, it's so cute and cuddly, but like, no, it's violent. I don't know.
That's perfect.
The Kirby.
Oh, they can be.
Oh, they absolutely, yeah, their little claws. I guess it's kind of just like, don't take something at face value. Like, might look like a cute little kitten, but like, don't cross me. It's kind of how I am in real life too. Like, I'm very kind and wholesome until you do something that is was wrong, and you cross me. Like, don't do it. I promise.
Yeah. I'm the same way.
Basically, we don't tolerate fake people or BS. Basically.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
And then the Kirby, I love Kirby a lot. And I was just kind of thinking like of what emotes I should make, and it just kind of came to me. Like I was filling out a Fiverr custom emote request, and it came to me on the spot, and I was like, yes, I need it, and I submitted it, and I got it back, and I loved it. And it's just been like a really big part of my community. Everybody loves it. Like I've had people sub to me when they see the emote, they're like, I love that emote, I have to have it. And it's just become this huge like inside thing, and I love it.
I just love the thing that you have in your Discord, just all things Kirby posting. It is so funny.
Yeah, the whole channel is so much Kirby.
There it is. The danger curves. I love them. So I'll extend this to you as well, Punky and Telly. What what is the story behind your usernames?
Okay, yeah. So mine, I guess you know, like back in like high school, like we'd always have like nicknames and stuff like that. Like one of our good friends, Mr. JL, and like another friend of ours, like well, like one at the time I had was I don't know why, but like they called me Pedro, but then like one day they said you're Toledro, and then like Toledro stuck all the time with me, and then like even back at college for your student film project, I used the name Toledro Gonzalez as my character's name, and really I just thought I guess Toledros is like a proper way of saying Toledro, and then the 22, I guess it was either because it was the first number that came to my head, or I was 22 at the time I made my account.
I've always wondered what that means.
Yeah.
And
and I guess and one thing people call me Telly all the time. It's short. I like that. I think that's a good way of saying collegiate because like not everyone like, I don't know, sometimes people it's a hard word to say, you know.
yeah,
So
we've heard
yeah,
like
it's just
heard,
prefer to like say Telly, you know.
yeah, we've heard like 100 different
I
pronunciations
heard
of
I've
it.
heard so many throughout my like almost a year of this. People say Teledrius, or Teledrius, a lot of things like that. I mean, I don't mind it. I kind of like hearing that, but like just saying Telly works.
Right. Punky, what about you?
Yeah. So the Punky Pixie, that's actually fairly new. I was just like, I think it was when I was trying to come up with a Twitch name or something like that. And it was either Twitch or Instagram. But I was just talking to my mom and I'm like, I don't know what to call myself. And she's always called me a little pixie. And she's like, well, you're punky. And you look like Punky Pixie. And I'm like, okay. So then I added duh in front of it. And here you go, the Punky Pixie. I'm 94. That's just the year I was born.
Very nice.
I love it.
Very
Nice.
nice. So, okay.
So,
Yeah.
something kind of funny about my username is that first account that I created on Twitch, I had kind of the same thing happen as Dragonfire, as I got kicked out of it and I couldn't remember my password. So I originally did not have so many numbers in my name. I think it was just maybe one, and then I had to create another account.
Oh wow. Yeah, I originally too, like I just had Dragonfire 2280. That's it. And like I was gonna change it initially, like this name that I have now. I was gonna change it to back to 2280, but like it just kind of stuck. So I was like, you know what? I might as well just stay with it. Okay. So, at what point did streaming become more regular for you, or did you always, had a regular kind of thing going on?
For me, it was something that I like thought if I'm gonna give this a try, I'm gonna give it like 100% try. So from the beginning, like I pushed as hard as I could. There was never a time where I kind of like just dabbled into it. I said, okay, I'm gonna start streaming, and I started streaming, and I streamed every single day until I hit affiliate, and then I got on a schedule, and it's just always been like that.
So, so on the kind of the note of affiliate, tell me what was that? What was the? Do you remember the stream that you had? Right before you hit affiliate, and when you hit affiliate, what was that like? Explain the feeling and like the thoughts and your going through your mind at that time, and like what was that? What was the next day like? Tell us about that.
So the stream that pushed me to affiliate, I do remember it. I was really close. I think I was at like 2.9, like something like that. And I was just like, I have to have one more good stream, and I got it. And I pushed so hard. I advertised everywhere. I swear, like every single day, I would be at work on my breaks, like advertising, pushing. I would get home and I would spend like 5 hours advertising my stream because I streamed a lot later at night at this time. And I was just pushing so hard. And a bunch of people showed up, and I think I had like 10 average views the whole time, and I was just so pumped. And I was just like so grateful, and I was having such a good time, and I was really excited. And then I ended the stream, And Twitch, it did like an update on my numbers, but I think it updated it to like 2.95 or something really close. It did update, but it didn't update it to 3.0, and I was like really disappointed, and I was crushed because I was like, I'm working so hard. I don't understand why it's not working. That stream should have pushed me over, and I was just like heartbroken. But then the next day, I like got a notification on my phone, and I opened my email, and it was there, and the notification was there, and the email was there saying I hit affiliate, and I just started crying. I was just like
Aw.
bawling. I was so excited because I worked so hard for it. It took me 2 weeks
Mhm.
exactly to hit
Right.
affiliate. I tell you, I have never pushed so hard in my life. For me to hit affiliate in like 2 weeks, like it was crazy.
It's yeah.
Um,
Go ahead.
and so I was just crying. I was so emotional, and I was so excited.
Right.
And I just like it was just the most amazing feeling ever, like working so hard for something and then seeing it like come through and all your hard work being paid for.
Mhm.
It was just amazing, and I felt so validated, because I was like, I don't know if I can do this. People say it's hard, people say they can't do it, but like I did it, and I was one of the first times I'd actually like tried for something in my life and been successful.
That's so wonderful.
Yeah, that's a really
That
nice
is
story.
awesome.
Just that kind of that seed of doubt kind of ingrained in your mind, and then it's like you were able to overcome that well, I wouldn't call it a little obstacle. You were able to overcome that obstacle, and here you are at affiliate doing so great. Is 300 followers later. Like, this is amazing. So-
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I have a lot of self-doubt from just a lot of things in my past, and just doing something, and I don't know why, but my attitude with streaming has been different than a lot of other things in my life. I've never let myself say I'm gonna give up. Like I've always told myself every day, the only thing that is standing in your way is yourself, and if you let yourself down, then you're the only person who can stop you from being successful. And so I've just not allowed myself to give up, and it's been really hard because some days I want to, sometimes I feel like a failure, some days I just have really hard time. I look at other people's successes and I compare myself, but you can't think that way, or you'll just give up and you'll feel horrible. So I just make sure that I tell myself, like, you have to keep pushing, because as long as you're making progress, like, you're moving forward.
Definitely, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, like if you
yep.
do want something, just make sure, just like always believe in yourself, and just you can just know you can always do it. Like whenever I want something, I just always tell myself that I can do it, and I just gotta work towards it.
Exactly. Like, you can do it. The only reason that you can't do it is if you give up.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like
Stop.
these decisions come when you decide to make the move yourself. When you do it for yourself.
Was that Telly? We heard like half of
Yeah,
it.
Oh,
cut
cut
off
out?
there.
Oh yeah. I think I said like oh yeah. It's up to you to make these decisions right here, because they come by you doing these things on your own.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's such a journey, and it's at least for me personally, it's good to know that you're not taking that journey alone. So despite the challenges, despite the hardship and all the doubts that you may have, you're like, well, no, look at all these people that I've got kind of supporting me, and I can do this. Like, there's also the element of that too.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like, yeah, sure, it's me telling myself every day, like, you can do this, kitten, you can do this. But like, especially in my weak moments, like right now, like, you guys are really what's keeping me afloat, because I feel like I'm failing, and you guys tell me, no, you're not. You're just going through a hard time in your life. So I think that it's really, really important to have the community Because even if I'm like, no, I'm not gonna give up, like I could still be miserable and not believe in myself. But when you guys tell me that I can do it, then I start to believe. It's not me just talking to myself and saying you have to do it, you know, like being a mom to myself.
Right.
It's you guys like telling me I can do it, and I start to believe it.
Right. That's why, like, I stress the importance of half the stream is you guys. You know, half the stream is the viewers, because the feedback, the love, the support, like it just even like a little bit of that kind of thing, like even a little hello, how are you, or hey, I'm lurking, but I'm here. Even that little bit of acknowledgement just goes such a long way.
Yeah, for real. Like what are we without our communities? Just someone talking to ourselves, right?
That's right.
I got one more thing I want to say.
Yep.
You might have seen it in your chats before, but there's a certain character that
Tell you cut out.
His name is Dark Telitris, and he tells you to do it. Oh, I did? Okay, yes. So there's a certain character that comes into your stream dragon named Dark Telitris, and he tells you to do it. Always think of him if you need motivation, because he'll always tell you to do it.
That's right. Like every... Okay, wow.
Oh, what happened?
Woo! Vi0lentKitten, our guest, gifted a sub to Warlock. Thank you, Kitten, for...
Oh, yeah.
It was bothering me that he was the only one in chat that didn't have a badge.
Well, we appreciate you. Thank you so much. You know, with it's kind of like a Dark Telitris is just kind of like that gimmick, like kind of circling back to that thing of like having that self-doubt. Anytime there's like doubt, Dark Telitris just comes in clutch and just like do it. Like anytime there's indecision or anything like that, it's just like just do it, man.
Right, I even tell myself to do it. Like if I say, oh, I'm a man who prides himself on doing it, so I must go do it, you know?
Okay. Aside from... actually, before I continue, Punky, is there anything... Punky or Telly, is there anything further you would like to add?
I think I'm all good on that.
Okay.
Yeah, me too.
All right. So, aside from streaming, what other talents can you share with us?
Well, let's see. I'm pretty good at cooking. That's a skill that I've pretty much always had. My mom was really big on that. She's like, you're gonna learn how to cook. Like, you have to do that. So ever since I was a kid, I've been cooking. So everybody says I make good food. I don't know. I always think it's weird. Like, if you think you cook good food, you're biased, right? But everybody else tells me it's good, so it must be good.
Yeah.
And then what else? Like art, I can do some art. I'm not super good at art, but like I like crafting.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can see something in my head, and then I can take like string and paper and wood and glue, and I can make something. And I'm really good at that. I'm not particularly good at drawing, but I can make anything. Like give me a stick, and I will turn it into a piece of artwork.
Listen, that's still art, and not. I think there's some like drawers out there who probably can't do that. So like, you know, that's on its own, that's something really cool and should be, you know, appreciated. I feel like.
Yeah, it's fun. Like my Kirby pinata for my birthday, I made that. I like making things. I like taking something that otherwise has no life and just building it into something entirely different. It's like being a shapeshifter, but like you're changing something out.
Oh man. So on the topic of cooking, what are some of your favorite dishes to not only eat but also cook?
Breakfast for sure.
Nice.
I make a lot of comfort food. I think one of the hardest technical things I've ever made were fluffy Japanese pancakes, because those you have to stack them really high. Those are really fun. But yeah, I love making breakfast foods like omelets and pancakes and waffles and French toast, biscuits and gravy. Like, I seem to be pretty good at making breakfast food.
Warlock says ravioli.
Hey, that's right.
I love
Ravioli.
I actually did make a seafood ravioli one time, and it was really good. The dough was too thick, but the filling was so good. Oh my gosh. Making something from scratch, it's like the same thing as crafting or creating. You take all these ingredients and you transform them into something else. And I think cooking is like one of my love languages, because I just love creating that connection. It brings everyone together. Like, and it's just kind of a place of comfort. It's kind of like my stream. Like, you can kind of create that space of comfort for your family if you cook them a nice meal and you're like doing something nice for them, and it just feels really good.
Yeah, nice. On that topic, do you ever plan to do, say, like a cooking stream and really kind of display your love of cooking for us?
Oh, that would be fun. I did plan to do it early on. I was gonna make some wontons, but I didn't end up doing it because I didn't have my PC going at the time.
Right.
I think in the future it would be something that would be really fun to do, and I have considered it. It's not currently like a solid plan, but it's definitely something I would like to do.
Very nice.
We'll definitely tune into that when it happens.
Oh yeah.
Yee.
Listen. I'm a big foodie, and like you can ask any Pakistani person. Like, we're huge foodies. So yeah, food. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna want to tune in on that. It's great.
Awesome.
So, you 100% have a very loving and very safe community. What are some steps that you take to ensure that it stays that way? That some stuff that you have tried, just things that maybe other people have been like, hey, we could do this thing. Like, I'll give you my example. Like, earlier, a few days ago, my Discord moderator actually told me to, hey, let's maybe lock up the server, not leave it public, just because then you can have a place where everybody agrees to the rules, and then we can have a more secure process, and the community itself can be more secure. So what are some ways that you think you can go about securing the integrity of your community?
I think just being very blatant in the beginning. Like, my rules are very clear on what is not allowed. Like, just from the get-go, really showing exactly what you expect from people and exactly what kind of community you are. Because unless you're a troll, people who, are the opposite of that, they're not really going to want to get involved. And of course you're going to have trolls, but those are people that you're automatically going to kick out. But I think being very blatant and very straightforward about the kind of community that you are really helps with that. And then also, like, on stream, even though this is very uncomfortable for me because I do not like confrontation at all. That is not who I am. But like, nipping something in the bud right away. Like, if someone says something that you don't think is correct, just like right away, generally I'll be like, hey, we shouldn't say that.
Right.
Your feelings are valid, but we can't say that because it might hurt someone else.
Right.
And I think that just kind of sets the tone and shows people, like, I care about you, but I also care about other people. And if you want to talk, like, if anyone wants to talk to me in private about something that might be triggering for someone else, they're more than welcome. But setting, like, the tone in the community, like, this is a place where everybody can feel welcome. Everyone can feel like they're not going to have something trigger them.
Right.
I think that's really important. So it just, if something does come up, not being passive about it and letting it pass by, just saying something kindly right away, and that just makes everybody know, like, it's not acceptable.
Right. It's I completely forgot what I was gonna add to that. Frosty says it's hard to set and keep those boundaries in the moment.
It is. It's really hard, but sometimes, like, especially if you're the one leading everybody else. So if you allow it, it's, it's gonna be something that's gonna happen again. So it's kind of a responsibility, and I don't necessarily like that part of it 'cause it's just hard for me, but it's something that I really try to do.
That's why having mods there to help is really nice, says Frosty.
Agreed. Frosty's really good at that. She's very good at like gently nudging people in the opposite direction.
Right. Actually, I will encourage chat if you have any questions of our guest. Please feel free to ask. This is, like we said earlier, this is as much your stream and your podcast as it is ours. So feel free to ask questions. Totally fine. What advice do you give to content creators who might at the current moment be feeling burned out or just like not being able to continue to stream because they're just not finding the motivation to do so?
I think the advice I would give is, for one, don't feel guilty about taking a break, because everybody needs days off. And I think that you need to be honest with yourself, because a lot of times there's a stigma, like, you're playing a video game, how hard could it be? You're talking. But it's all social interaction, all of it. Visiting other people's streams, being on camera, it is very socially pressing. And that is a big, like, source of energy, you know? Like, you're constantly exerting yourself, being friendly, talking to people, and it can be very exhausting. So be kind to yourself and realize that the energy that you're putting out is real. You're not just sitting there playing a game, you know, you're actually working. And knowing when to take a break is really important. It's really hard because you feel guilty, you do, and you feel like you're losing progress. But just remember that taking a break is a good thing, because you can't pour from an empty vessel. You have to fill yourself back up so that you can come back stronger than ever. And just lean on your community. That's what I learned, is that you have to lean on your community in those times. They're there for you. Don't do it alone. You know, open up about, don't hide it. People crave honesty and they crave, like, sincerity. They want to know that you're human, you know? Tell them you're having a hard time. And, you know, most of the time, they're good people that you've built this community around you. They're going to understand.
Thank you.
Yeah, definitely.
If you guys would like to add to that while I quickly answer this, our new friends that has joined us on chat, please be my guest. Add something.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like, it is good, nice to have like a definitely like a nice safe space, and I definitely do like feel that when I come into your streams too, Kitten, and then like hanging in your Discord too. I definitely do feel that there. Like, it's good to have that there.
Yeah, I feel that in all of you guys' Discords. It's a very welcoming presence. Like, it's kind of like you going into somewhere you know you're not going to get judged.
Yeah,
and
for
that's
sure.
a very comforting feeling.
Like, everyone's accepting of everyone here.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of us in the community kind of pride ourselves on that, on this, again, this safety and, you know, security of all our members. Who are all the other voices, says Frosty? We've got the Punky Pixie.
Hey.
We have got Teledrius.
Hello.
And you guys already know Kitten.
Hi.
I'll give all of y'all a quick shout out. 94. Sorry, y'all.
Oh, you're fine.
I gotta do this real quick. Uh-oh.
Punky and Telly are really awesome, wholesome, kind people. Like, I've always felt so welcomed by them anytime I come into, like, stream, they're always just very, very welcoming, and I think that's really cool.
Yeah, I Punky really got me into horror. Like, made me so much better at that.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Let me tell you, the first time I played Phasmophobia, it was just like I was just like, yeah, no. But now
Oh
it's
my god.
but now it's like Phasmophobia, pff, please.
Mhm.
You know, it's just like
I remember the
Yeah.
the first time we played it with you, and the first time you heard the ghost make a noise, you didn't say anything. You just you just left. You just walked out the house. Like, nope.
I was like, no, thank you.
But now you'll just walk right in yourself. Be like, yo, what's up?
Hey,
Come desensitize.
right. Like, hey, ghost, it's your boy, Dragonfire. All right, and how do you yourself personally, what are some techniques and tricks you use to combat creator burnout?
Let me think about this.
Okay. You don't have to answer if you don't
No,
want to.
that's okay.
We can move on. That's fine.
I think just like making sure that you're creating content that you also enjoy. You know,
Mhm.
you don't play a game just because you think it'll do well. You know, play games that you enjoy and do things that are fun. Like, don't force yourself. Like, sometimes I don't have energy to be like super upbeat and peppy, and you
Right.
know, and sometimes you just have to have a more chill stream.
Warlock, I love this podcast. Thanks for building a supportive community and a safe place, and gave 200 bits. Warlock,
Well,
you
Woo!
legend.
Hey,
Ah, you're absolute
let's
legend.
go.
Thank you so much, Warlock. Honestly, this is
You're awesome.
this is what we strive for. Making sure that everybody who comes to us is safe, is heard, and is make sure that they know that their feelings, their opinions, are valid, and just like that. Yeah, you are safe here. This is a safe space for everybody. So
Yeah, nobody is just a viewer. Nobody is just a
Right.
viewer.
right.
like I said the other day in your stream, community comes first, stream is second. Or no, game is second, I mean.
Game second.
Yeah.
Because everybody has thoughts, feelings, ideas, fears. So it's very important for us to be like to take the time to understand that, and to provide in that understanding, provide good content, as well as safety and security. And we got, in terms of me, I got one final question, and chat, if you guys have questions, please feel free to ask. This is your space to ask. Absolutely. In what general way has streaming really helped you with? Like, for example, for me, it made me a more confident speaker. So, in what way has streaming helped you?
I think streaming has helped me a lot with my self-esteem, like the accomplishments. It's like a really big thing for me, to feel accomplished in something. I've always been kind of outspoken and weird, so I'm actually a little bit more chill on stream than I am probably in real life, and that's because work just drains me. So I get home, I'm not so crazy. So it's just kind of helped me feel, like a part of something bigger, and that's just really helped my morale. Honestly, it's made me happy. Like, in general, it's made me happy overall. The friendships that I've created have really like sewed into my life. Like I'm just a happier person because of streaming, and I've learned a lot about technology, and I've learned a lot about just streaming in general and promoting myself. I've gained like actual skills. You know, I watch YouTube videos, so I'm actually growing as a person as well as a content creator.
Well, all right, guys. Punky and Telly, do you have any additional questions? Would you like to add anything to this?
Yeah, I have a question I came up with before. I don't know, this one I kind of came up with. Where, in terms of like Twitch, like and streaming wise, like where would you see yourself in 5 years?
Oh, that's really hard. I think it really depends on like how much I push myself, you know, and just how far I'm willing to take it. I would like, it is obviously, I think it's all of our dreams for this to be like a full-time job.
Yeah,
so that's
definitely.
obviously what I would like, and that was ultimately what I would be pushing towards. But you know, I'm gonna just enjoy the journey. So I'm not really sure where I'll see myself in 5 years, but I'm hoping that I'll still be with all of you amazing people. That's what's important to me, that you guys are still my friends, and by then we'll have been friends for 5 years, and we can have a lot of memories together.
Right.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You'll be a partner. What?
What? See, that's crazy to me. That's crazy. But at the same time, like, I remember I used to think, like, I'll never be a Twitch affiliate. I'll never get above 5 viewers. You know, like, those things, those goals that are so high and so unattainable. Like, every mountain, if you look at it from the bottom, looks like you'll never reach the top. But if you just keep taking steps, eventually you'll get there.
Right. And like you said, that affiliate kind of seemed unattainable, and yet here we are, you know? So, okay. A question for the group from Warlock. What is the hardest part of streaming for you, and how do you deal with this? And how do you deal with this? Who would like to answer first? I think I will put this to our guest, Kitten, first.
Yeah.
Okay. Hardest part about streaming for me is probably the expectations that I place on myself that I don't meet, and then I get like disappointed with myself. I find that difficult. I'm too hard on myself. And then also being on time. I'm never on time. I just like, the hardest part is I think, because I'm not on time, is because it's hard for me to fit it into my life right now. Like, my life is so chaotic, and it's just another thing I have to do. Like, being a mom, working full time, having a fiance, you know, all these other things I have to do. Fitting streaming into that, but it's a priority for me. Like, I love streaming, but it's still hard to, you know, have the energy at the end of the day. Some days I don't want to stream. Some days it feels like a job. But always when I push through and I stream anyways, like, I'm happy that I did it.
Very nice. Now we will throw that question to Punky.
I think for me, probably talking to chat. At first it felt like weird, because like it felt like talking to myself at first, because I mean, that's kind of what it was at first, you know, and there's nobody watching. You kind of feel like you kind of are talking to yourself. But then I started thinking, okay, well, say somebody pops in and they're looking for somebody new, and I'm like just not talking or half-assing it, you know, or whatever.
Right.
I mean, they're gonna know and they're gonna tune into somebody else. So I learned to start treating chat like a good friend of mine, and just being chill, talking and interacting with them and getting them talking. And I mean, I'm still working on that a little bit. Like, once I do get back into streaming, hopefully I'll be feeling better about that. But yeah, that's something that kind of still have to work on a little bit. We can kind of forget that, you know, these people in chat are real people. I mean, yeah.
That's a good point.
Very nice.
I mean, I'd say maybe mine could be the same, like, really, because like, I mean, I feel like, I don't know, like at first stream I was kind of like nervous with that, like, and like internet, like I guess interacting with chat would be the hard thing too, because like I think I've gotten better at that too, and really it's always important to interact with anyone, like how we were saying,
Mhm.
Oh,
like
you cut
interacting
off
with people
again.
because like it could really just make them feel good. Just always. Oh, I did.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
you're
what was I
okay
saying?
though.
Okay, so yeah, like I guess so what I was saying was I guess the hard part would be like maybe interacting with chat, like kind of like how you say, but like I was saying earlier, it's always important to interact with chat because like you never know, like you could always make someone's day, like you're saying like that, and like I realized from my time on here, it's always important to do that because it's like it's a real person like turning in,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
like
exactly, yeah.
I realized I never answered the end of the question, like, how do you deal with it?
oh yeah,
I just basically like, I think when I get ready for the stream, because I always get ready, I either listen to Dragon's stream. That's my favorite thing to do when I get ready. I don't know, it just like calms me down because sometimes I get nervous, or I just
Aw.
like play my music and I just get in a headspace. Because like I said, sometimes like it's not a bad thing. We always want to enjoy what we do, and like I want to be happy for my streams, but sometimes it just feels like a chore. It's just inevitable because I'm on a schedule. So getting in the headspace, like, okay, I'm gonna stream, it's gonna be great, my friends are gonna be there, and playing music or talking to Dragon and getting really positive about it is basically how I kind of like get over those feelings. Just taking an hour before to like transition has really helped me with that.
And continuing, Punky, same order, same thing. How do you kind of deal with that situation?
I guess, like I said, I basically just treat chat like a friend. Like I'm just talking to a friend. But, there's, it's a lot of friends, or it's a couple of friends, but you never, like, I gotta stop thinking about how many are there. It's more about, like, how happy are those people that are watching. And I guess basically if I'm going into a stream and I'm feeling nervous or whatever, like, I guess for me, my main thing to go to is meditating. Even if it's just for 5 minutes, for me it really helps clear my mind of all those negative or anxious thoughts, and I can go into the stream with a clear head, and yeah.
Very nice. Telly, how do you deal with that?
okay, yeah. So I actually have two things I can say. Like I guess I thought of one right now. I say like whenever I stream and it's like a multiplayer game, like what
Oh, you cut off.
the thing we usually do is like get at the party earlier. I think that usually helps out, like prepare for. Okay, yeah, I don't know why that's that thing. So yeah, like sometimes when I stream, we do like multiplayer games, and like I'd say like one thing that we do usually before we stream is like, just get in the party and just talk. That usually helps out with me too, like get me prepared for it. And I gotta say I do like Kitten's idea of like putting on a stream and listening to music. That's something I should try, because like it's a good way to get you really ready for it, So I'm definitely looking to doing that next time or another time. Yeah.
All right, I will answer my thing. Also, I would like to point out to Warlock and Kitten, thank you for trying to break me, because y'all are amazing.
Oh, is the breaking happening again?
I mean, not in the traditional sense, but they are, it means a lot to me that, you guys see, my stream as a way, as a good way to prep for stuff. So that really does mean a lot to me. So
It's just like kind of, it's hard to explain. It's like a common ground, like a very leveling place. So like here I am, if I'm like high strung from work, it just like kind of brings me into focus. I don't know, it just makes me very present, because I feel like I can be present in your stream because it's very relaxing. So it just kind of grounds me. And so I think that's why.
Right, and as you say, that Warlock breaks me with another 200 bits. Thank you,
Nice.
Warlock, for the 200 bits. So let me.
For it.
Oh, good lord!
What, son?
Oh man.
Said wait for it.
Thank you, Funky, for a tier 1 gifted sub to Forsaken Poet. You love to see it.
Nice.
Did you guys hear that? Did someone say hype train?
What? Don't you
Yo!
do it. Don't you do
Yo!
it. Don't you
Hype
do
train!
it. Don't you do it.
Pretty
Oh,
sure I've
it.
heard someone say hype train.
don't you do it.
I'm definitely sure somebody said hype
No!
train.
What? What is happening? Oh my god.
Oh wait, my thing didn't show up. It showed it was my anniversary. I was looking at your
Oh
chat.
my god.
didn't show
Alright.
up. I thought there would be a thing on that, but
Whoa. Whoa. My god. Alright. This is not supposed to be about me. This is supposed to be about y'all.
Yeah, but we're all a community, so one for all and all for one.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Kitten, thank you for gifting a tier 1 sub to Keegan. You absolutely love to see it. Oh my god, this is great. This is great. Woo! Alright. Woo! Gotta find. Yeah, thank you for the hydrate. Gotta find my composure now and answer Warlock's question, which is still unanswered. Yeah, I can't see you. Yeah, sorry. It's just me and my voice today. But sit up. Yep, I'm sitting up. I promise. Jesus Christ, Kitten. Oh no!
For it.
What is happening? What? Oh my
Anyways,
god.
Dragon, so are you gonna answer the question?
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. Kitten, first of all, and Punky. Kitten, thank you for the 100 bits, and Punky for the 200 bits. Wow.
did you see the hydrate too?
I did. Okay. All right. Stop breaking me, y'all. All right. So, okay, question. Let's go all the way up because I want to see that question. And what's the hardest part about streaming and how do you deal with it? So I would say the hardest part about streaming is talking confidently and just making sure that there's like no dead air, right? Just being confident in my speech and knowing what to say, and just kind of having an engagement, a good engagement with everybody, because the thing with me is I have a certain level of like social anxiety, so like social situations are like a little bit difficult, like talking to people just like this is, oh my god.
Oh,
I will address that in 1 second, but talking to people just like that is just difficult. And when I first started out, I wouldn't even talk to chat. Like, you can ask Poet this, like I wouldn't even talk to chat, but now like I've grown into that thing of with practice, I've kind of grown into that, and it's just become much more easier for me, and my social anxiety is a lot better for it. And yeah, that's my answer to that question. And I would also like to address this craziness, y'all. Warlock, thank you so much for gifting a sub to a with her fan, I think.
oh, we hit 100.
Whoa, 100. Oh, wow.
Whoa.
Jeez.
Oh,
You love to see it. 100%.
Yo,
you love to-
Warlock, you are awesome.
Warlock, thank
Yeah,
you for
thank you.
gifting 2 more subs to Damien HDR and Pork Rhino. Oh god, level 3, 10%.
Choo-choo,
Good lord.
motherfuckers.
Two, one.
Choo-choo.
Oh my god. It's absolutely derailed the podcast there, Warlock. You absolutely love to see it. I am
He took
broken.
it over. It's his podcast now.
It's Warlock's podcast now. Oh
Warlock's
my
the
god.
new featured guest.
Yeah. So Warlock, tell me no. I mean, hey Warlock, if you want to be a part of our, if you want to be a guest, you know, you can. I can.
Yes.
Yeah. I'll-
Yes. Put
I'll-
our service to the test.
I'll do the thing. I'll do the thing. Sorry, what were you saying?
I was just singing a song.
Oh,
I was
okay.
being an idiot.
I know you're still on my question. I did answer your question. Be our guest. Be our guest. Yes. Well, I'd be open to be a guest sometime. Okay, cool. We'll be in that. Try the gray stuff. It's delicious.
It's not the song.
Yeah. All right. At this point, guys, we are just kind of hanging out now because all the questions that we wanted to really ask of Kitten have, you know, kind of concluded. I think unless Punky or Telly, you have anything else, or chat, you have any final questions?
I don't think I have any more final
I'm
questions.
pretty
With
good.
most of them, I said, or even you had some questions that I came up with. But like, yeah, I'd say it was a pretty fun podcast right here. It was great to have you here,
Yeah, 100%. Our first guest too, guys.
Yeah.
and it went perfectly too.
Yeah, it went
Definitely a way to kick
Amazing.
off.
guys.
I have a question
Yes.
for you guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
When you like Dragon found me, right? I did
Mhm.
not find Dragon. When you're going out and like finding new channels and things, what is it about a channel that makes you be like, okay, this is my person now? You know, because that just happens sometimes. Sometimes you
Mhm.
just connect with people. What is it for you, you know, that makes you be like, okay, I really like this person?
Okay, who wants to answer that first?
I can answer
Exactly,
that.
Frosty.
So
Thank you.
yeah, I can answer that first. So so the question was what you like best about a person when you go into their stream.
What draws you into a channel? Frosty worded
Okay.
it better.
Okay, so I'd say really just I guess really their personality is really what draws me into channel, like how they act like during the stream, and they just like really who they are, and like, and sometimes I do like and sometimes the game they play might be nice, but just really the streamer themselves, like who they are and like what they do is just really what draws me to them.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, same thing here. I think for me, I'm drawn to people that play like games I'm interested in.
Yeah, me too.
And I mean, there's a lot of games that I don't think I'm interested in until I watch somebody, you know, playing it, and I'm like, oh, this is actually pretty cool. Like, but yeah, and that, and it's more than just playing a game for people to watch. It's entertaining them, and I like watching somebody I find entertaining.
Mhm.
Somebody that keeps my attention, keeps me drawn in, and like that's you guys. So that's basically what I look for, I think.
Okay, for me, it's what draws me to streamers is their kind of their attitude towards their community and to the stream and to their streaming is like, if I'm gonna go into stream, I wanna feel like I'm heard, right? Like I wanna feel like that if I'm gonna be active in chat, I don't wanna be like, okay, hey, how you doing? And just be like, hey, sup? You know, like I
Yeah.
want, you know, I'm gonna sometimes ask you questions to generate a conversation, but like if that reception isn't, you know, there, then like that's big not really a thing for me. But if it's like, oh yeah, this streamer, you know, acknowledges their chat, it's a really safe place to be, it's really wholesome, and it's just such a fun time, and the content is not necessarily, you know, the game they're playing is not necessarily my concern, but the more the interactions that they're having with their chat and just their overall like attitude towards their stream and their chat, you know, that kind of thing.
I honestly agree with Dragon. I will be honest, sometimes I don't even watch the gameplay. I only watch the person's face because that, I don't know, that's just what I'm there for. For me personally, like if I can have a connection and like I end up laughing and like talking, like I'm hanging out with a friend, like that's what I'm looking for, is like, this is where I get my socialization. I work so much, you know, I'm a mom. I don't really have a lot of time to hang out with friends. So when I come on Twitch, I'm looking for someone to hang out with. And if I can like find a channel where we like vibe and we're having a good time and we're making jokes and I really feel like they're accepting me, like that's what I look for. I look for someone who genuinely wants to hang out with me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It's
that
a good thing to
definitely
have.
plays a big part for me too.
Warlock says I've maxed out what I can donate till next month. Listen, I want to make this absolutely clear, guys. Before I go into Warlock's question, this is all free content. You guys don't have to donate. This is all free. Just the fact that, you know, Punky, Kitten, Telly, Frosty, Warlock, and all these wonderful people are here to hang out with us. Just that fact just makes it up for me. I honestly, it's you guys that, you know, that I get the real, that are the real treasure. You know what I mean? So okay, Warlock's question earlier. Question for the group: what is the craziest idea you've wanted to try for yours to do for stream? Kitten, you go first.
I actually have one that I'm planning to do. It's a community challenge. It's so silly. I just seen this. I seen this trend, and you wear a blindfold, and then you paint eyes underneath the blindfold, and it looks like you have a tiny face. And I really want to do that on the stream.
I love it.
I'm gonna create a community challenge for it. I haven't done it yet because things are so crazy right now, and I don't think I'll be able to do it. But as soon as I'm like stable, like we're gonna do it, and it's gonna be hilarious.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I like that.
And Punky.
I don't know. I guess like I kind of thought about doing like a super long stream where I play an entire, like try to play at least the whole game, like maybe like Outlast. But I don't know. That's a very daunting idea because it's a really, from what my brother tells me, it's a really freaky game. It's really disturbing, and it would probably take me a long time. So, I don't know. I guess I'll put a pin on it.
Oh, Warlock.
Oh, I see it.
Oh,
What?
Yeah, that's a nice comment right there.
Oh, all right.
Aww.
Oh, okay. Wow. All right.
Punky, I think I've seen a lot of people do long streams, but I don't know if I've ever heard of someone. I'm sure people have, but like playing through an entire game. I think that's actually a really interesting idea.
That'd be cool, yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy
I
thing.
mean, I might have
Oh,
to split it up into 2 streams, but
That'd be fun. I want
Yeah,
to
I'd
see
love
that.
that.
That'd be
Yeah.
awesome. Warlock, I will address your comment in 1 second, but I need to answer this question first. I want to. So we are doing this really recently, and for me, because my streams are like, you know, in terms of craziness, they're kind of vanilla, but I'll say playing Resident Evil Village. That's for me is pretty crazy, I think.
Oh yeah, that's like
Yeah.
Crazy
It's gonna be
Dragons.
good.
Because me and horror are, no. You want to add?
I mean, I'm kind of thinking about that too, but I thought of one thing I can keep doing. I enjoyed doing. It's the punishments that I do for losing games
Mhm.
and that we do. I like doing that. I want to keep doing that. Like or even doing one like on camera one day. Like if I upgrade my setup, just want to if I do something crazy like how I did that dance, I want to be able to do it live.
Mhm.
Oh, that'd be
That's so
awesome.
funny.
Rather
That'd be
than just
great.
posting it on Twitter the next day. It'd be cool to just do it live, like on a camera.
That'd be great. I actually have a punishment on Saturday.
That's right. You got a new
Coming.
punishment. You
Yeah.
were telling me about that today.
Coming up.
Oh,
Yeah.
what's this one?
So I have to do a scene from Assassin's Creed Odyssey with sock puppets, and it is.
Oh yeah.
And
And
it's not just the normal
forgot.
scene
let
of
me
just,
tell
oh,
you,
Soldier A fights Soldier B. It's something very weird.
yeah, it is.
Oh dear.
It is.
It's not PG.
It's the only
I
time.
totally forgot about this.
It is the only time I will swear in this place, but it is fucking weird.
Oh my gosh, I can't miss this.
Oh my god.
It'll be clipped up for sure. We're
It'll
gonna
go-
clip this up and share it everywhere.
It's yeah. Oh my god, it's gonna be great.
I don't know where that idea came from. My freaking punishment ideas always just pop up.
And they're perfect. I love them. Like we've done some crazy stuff already, and we're gonna keep doing that. That's the goal there.
My
I
god.
think that like creates really, really good content though. Like you guys doing that, like it creates good. Like because right now I'm like, okay, there's no way I'm gonna miss that. That sounds hilarious.
Mhm.
And you know, one thing I wanna point out. I guess doing these punishments live like this, it's a good way to build your confidence. You know,
Yeah.
definitely. Like how we posted those videos ourselves doing stuff. Like it just definitely gives you more confidence to do things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because
Like,
it
yeah.
puts you in uncomfortable situations, and
Right.
you just kind of have to adapt, and it's hilarious for the people to watch.
I know, yeah.
Your viewers to watch, because they're like, oh, look at this streamer stepping out of their comfort zone. This is amazing. This is content right here. You know, like it's it's perfect. It's so cringy. It's sometimes embarrassing, but you know what? At the end of the day, it's worth it.
Right.
Yeah, for
Because
sure.
we do it for you guys.
That's
and at
YOLO.
the end of it.
That's right.
That's right, YOLO too.
I do wanna kind of go back to Warlock's comment, because I wanna make sure that that comment doesn't feel left out and that it's addressed. Don't make me bare my soul here, but you and Kitten have done the most to help me. I love your content, Dragon, and I appreciate you and your community so much. It's worth donating to. Let me love you, damn it! It's Warlock, you're amazing. Seriously, we love you. And
Love Warlock.
yes,
Yeah.
love
Yeah,
to see
definitely.
it. So great.
We were like, we seen Warlock and we were like, we like him. He's ours now.
That's it. That's right. That's right. Yeah, I mean,
But-
oh, sorry.
Oh, you're okay. I have to like agree with Warlock. You know, it's not like anyone is forcing us to donate to you. Like it's easy, and we love to do it because you know, it really is a case of you reaping what you sow. Like you give so much to us. You know, you come into our streams and you like make us feel good. You hang out with us. You help us. You contribute to our growth. Like, you know, it's just like we love to give back to you because you give to us. We're just trying to make you feel the love that you spread around, you know, just a little bit of it.
I mean,
Just a little bit of the love that you're constantly like running around giving to everybody else. Like you're gonna get some of it back. This is your own fault.
I mean, to be honest, I already feel the love from you guys when you guys just come in, chat and hang out. Like that's just so. That alone is just so beautiful to me, and you know, you guys are just. I'm so lucky to have met every single one of you: Punky, Telly, Warlock, you know, Frosty, Kitten, all of you guys. Just it's so much fun, and it's so humbling and so good and so precious and so pure, and that, you know, this is perfect. It's perfect. Really.
You're gonna break me.
Good.
The breaking circle.
I gotta give.
I guess I'm just really proud of you, dude. I really, really am.
Oh, stop it.
It just makes me happy to see this community you've got, all these people that love you. I really do love to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I've only-
It's a good example of hard work paying off.
Oh, come.
I think that how long has it been, Dragon? Maybe 5 months that we've known each other, but you've made so much progress since then. Like I love to see it. It's crazy. Like watching you succeed just genuinely makes me happy because you deserve it.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you.
you really do.
Yeah.
And you guys are all amazing. You know, just amazing. All right, stop. I'm gonna cry here. Stop. I don't want to cry on my own podcast, man. Oh man. So yeah, I think that's pretty much all that we have for you guys.
Yeah.
So just kind of final closing things. As per our affiliate agreement, we cannot actually upload this directly, so you'll find this in YouTube 2 days from now. Also, Kitten, starting with you, where can we find you if we need to follow you? Where can we find you?
You can find me on Twitch. I have a Discord. I have a Twitter. I have an Instagram. I have a TikTok. Can I post my link tree? That's probably the easiest thing.
Do it.
Thank you so much, Frosty.
Yeah, do it.
Frosty's
Yeah,
got
do
it.
Please
Do
do. Please
Do it.
do. Punky, we're gonna be with you for a little bit longer because there's 2 things we gotta talk about. Number 1, where can we find you?
Okay. Well, you can find me on Twitter. I can't remember. It's probably the Punky Pixie 94.
I think so.
And same thing for Twitch. It's the Punky Pixie 94. That's DA Punky Pixie. And it's all one word. And yeah, I think that's all I've got set up right now. Is just the Twitter and the Twitch. I haven't really been on Twitch streaming much lately, but I'm hoping I can get into it again pretty soon.
Okay.
Yeah.
I do want to
Definitely
add a note for you guys that Punky does incredible jewelry. Actually, here, I'll open up my camera just for this.
Oh my god.
If you guys look at this, she made this bracelet for me, and I love this thing, and I never take it off. And
Aww.
everywhere I go, I wear this thing. So, and it's so cool.
That's so wholesome.
Yeah.
I know.
and if you guys would, I don't know, Punky, if you're doing commissions or not, but if you would like to be a part of this and get a hold of this wonderful jewelry, you know, like of course I'm gonna ask Punky for permission first, because I don't want to have her like having like 15 bazillion commissions, but like if you're open to that, you know, I wanna get your jewelry and your talent for making jewelry out there.
I really appreciate that. That means so much to me. I think for now, I might do commissions soon, just because there's a few techniques that I still want to try with my jewelry, different ways of making charms.
Right.
But I do have some designs ready, and I'm gonna try and get those done and make some for people to buy. And then once I do, you'll probably see it up on my Twitter.
All right. Yeah.
And Telly, where can we find you?
Okay, so you can find me on here on Twitch under Teledrius22, and also that's my Twitter. I mean, that's my Twitter as well. Let me just double check that. Make
Yep.
sure I got it right for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
And while he's doing that, guys, let us know if somebody's live. And we're gonna go ahead and show them the love tonight and just
yeah,
rate
so
them.
it's just my Twitter is the same as my Twitch name, so it's the same thing. Just you could follow me on either way,
Okay.
either one.
All right. And with that, guys, I
We
think
rated.
let's find out. Let's find out who we're rating. Who needs it? Do you guys know anybody?
Let's see. I see Spartan's live. He has just one viewer.
Anybody? Excellent.
Let's see. I see Spartan's
A
live.
perfect candidate.
Excellent. We
Fun.
rated
That's right.
Spartan because
The
Spartan is
perfect
amazing.
candidate for sure.
Perfect candidate, 100%. Spartan is amazing. We love Spartan here in this community. And let's go. He's actually gonna be part of this podcast at
Yeah,
some
it's
point.
true. At some
Um,
point, possibly the next guest or next after that. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of people we like to get on the podcast. Like there's some people like we're have filled out things, and like some people we sent things to, and some people we want to get on here too. So be on the lookout for that, guys. We're gonna be doing this a lot more frequently, definitely now.
That's right. All right, guys. Thank you so much for coming out, for hanging out with us. And it was really wonderful to have our awesome, wonderful guest, Kitten, with us. As always, my name is Dragon. Along with me, I have Telly.
Yep, it was fun, guys.
And
Yeah.
I've had Punky.
Ah, that is me.
And
I loved being here. Thank you so much for having me.
yeah,
Yeah, it was great to have
wonderful.
you.
Thank
It
you.
was fun.
It was
A lot of fun.
awesome.
It was amazing to have you here. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to hang out with us.
Of course.
And yeah, guys, be safe. Take care. We love every single one of you. And we will see you next time. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.